Do you have a vision for your life, for your future? Or do you kind of feel like you're just drifting with the current, no direction in mind? Maybe that changes by the day, but in general, do you feel like you know where you're going? Inside of today's episode, I'm talking to you about the idea of creating your own personal vision, a vision for the future. I like to think of it as the end in mind, as if everything has gone perfect, as if you're already living out your dream. That is, in my opinion, what your personal vision is. And today, we're going to create that for you. The reason why I feel like this is so important is because, well, I feel like having your own personal vision, it's honestly the difference between living and living well. And I believe we should all want to live well. A life that isn't aimless. No, it has a purpose because we know where we want to go. So if you're game for creating your own personal vision, one that resonates with your deepest desires and dreams, then this is for you. My friend, I welcome you to episode number 267. Let's create that personal vision. What's up, my friend, and welcome to Grit, Grace, and Inspiration. I am your host, Kevin Lowe. 20 years ago, I awoke from a life-saving surgery only to find that I was left completely blind. And since that day, I've learned a lot about life, a lot about living, and a lot about myself. And here on this podcast, I want to share those insights with you. Because, friend, if you are still searching for your purpose, still trying to understand why, or still left searching for that next right path to take, well, consider this to be your stepping stone to get you from where you are to where you want to be. Okay, I got something extra special to tell you. Not only are we creating your own personal vision today, but I also have a special announcement because today I am finally launching the Rise and Thrive Personal Development Tracker. Behind the scenes, I've been working on this fun way for you to work on your own personal growth and development. And what came out is the Rise and Thrive Personal Development Tracker. This is totally free and you can sign up for it today. It's a fun way for you to track your progress. I've made it extra special where every day you earn points. Every activity you do throughout the day gets you points. And at the end of the week, you're going to end up with a score that you get to compete against the following week. It is an easy way for you to really dive into the idea of becoming your best self. Sign up is easy. You have two options. You can either text the word RISE, R-I-S-E, to 33777. Again, you can simply text the word RISE, R-I-S-E, to 33777. Or if texting isn't your game, of course, just check out today's show notes where I'm going to leave a link to the same exact tracker where you can learn more and download this amazing resource to help you with your own personal development. Now, let's get back to talking about creating that personal vision. I guess the first thing that would make the most sense is let's get clear on what this is, the idea of this personal vision. I believe it's a living, breathing, growing roadmap that moves through life with you. Think of it as being your story to write, your journey to embark upon, your end goal in mind. It's your own personal vision. It's only for you. No one else even needs to know about it. These are your own dreams that you are making come true through your own personal vision. So now that we have cleared up what this personal vision is, let's discuss the power of having a personal vision. Think of your personal vision as that compass, the GPS that guides you on a road trip where you have all these twists and turns. And well, you can always count on that GPS, that compass to get you to where you want to go, to your final destination. Well, I don't know about you, but sometimes life feels like a road trip without a GPS. So many times we're going through life and we think we're going down the right path, and then boom, all of a sudden we realize, nope, wrong way. We have to turn around, make a U-turn, start all over again. Well, by you going through life now with having your own personal vision, you have that GPS guiding you because you know where you want to be. You've already planned it out. You've already figured out your optimum situation. It's your own personal vision. So now let's dive into some criteria when we talk about creating this personal vision, because I don't want you to get it confused with goal setting or having ideas or dreams or a to-do list. It is none of that at all. Your personal vision is about you getting clear on your own dreams and desires. It's you getting clear on your own life's purpose. It's you figuring out what you really and truly desire in life. And I ask you to even go deeper. How do you want to feel when it's the end of the day and everything has gone perfect in your life? How do you want to feel? What do you want to be wearing? Where do you want to be? What kind of weather do you want it to be outside? Are you in a place that's hot or are you in a place that's cold? Are you in a swimsuit or are you in a sweater? I want you to get crystal clear on this personal vision of where you are, what you're doing, who you're with, and what is going through your head. That is how detailed we're getting with the personal vision. Again, it's not goals. No, it's not a to-do list. No, it's a vision for the future. What do you want your future to look like? That is what you create in your own personal vision. So let's dive into some steps, some helpful tips to help you create your own personal vision. That's why you're here after all. Since this is something that isn't just written down on paper, it's not steps 1, 2, 3. It is going to take some time for you to truly reflect. It's going to take some time for you to think about what really matters in my life. What do I want the future to look like? Who do I want to be in my life? And I think the most important thing is for you to remember this is what you want, not what others expect of you, or not you thinking, what will others think? No, I don't want you to think of anyone but you. This is your own personal vision that no one else even needs to know about. So I want you to get crystal clear on what you desire and no one else. The next step is I want you to think of that future. And now I want you to think like you just took a photograph, a snapshot, a moment frozen in time. And that is the vision I want you to focus on. I'm going to give you an idea. This is my own personal vision. Yes, I am being vulnerable and I am sharing a personal vision for the future that I have. You know what mine looks like? It's in a cabin in Colorado in the middle of winter. I'm wearing a sweater. I'm out on the back patio on a phone call early in the morning with a client who I'm coaching. I come back in, the fire's going, and the whole day is ahead of me. That is my vision for the future. Inside the cabin, of course, is my family, my wife, and we're there to just enjoy life. And I'm able to do so because my career allows it. That's my dream for the future. I want you to get detailed and figure out what is your dream for the future. What is your vision? Now, if you're in this process and you're finding it a little bit difficult to really figure this all out just by thinking, well, by goodness sakes, don't hesitate to break out your journal, to get a notepad and start jotting some ideas down. Sometimes it does help to get stuff out of our head and onto paper where we can see it, where we can understand it a little bit better. Because sometimes our heads, they get clouded, they get confusing. We're thinking about so much stuff with now we're creating this vision for our future while at the same time we're wondering, what the heck am I making for dinner tonight? And so If you need to get it out of your head, well, by all means, grab a pen and paper, open up the Notes app on your iPhone, and jot some stuff down. But the biggest thing is that I want you to just realize that this is something for you. So if you're fearful that somebody is going to see this, well, maybe don't write it down or keep it in safekeeping, because I want this to be all about you, not about anybody else. And then we come to the next step in this process. If we have our ideal vision in mind, we have this set, now we can actually begin working towards it. We can start taking action. We can start designing our life to get us to this end destination. So when you're faced with a choice, I want you to keep your vision in mind and decide, is this choice going to get me closer to making that come true, or is it going to move me further away? This is now your guiding star. You have this personal vision aligned with your purpose. It's the ideal scenario for where you want to be. So shouldn't everything you do today, tomorrow, next week, next year be in alignment with that vision to get you there faster than you could ever even imagine? I think so. If not, I mean, what the heck are we even doing? We're not here to waste time. My goodness, this life is way too short for me or you to be messing around. No, we got a vision and we are ready to be there, to make it come true. And my friend, it's honestly that simple. That is today's episode, is me encouraging you to get real on your hopes and dreams, to get real on your future. Because if we don't know where we're going, then how will we ever know when we get there? And if we don't have a GPS guiding our way, how the heck are we going to find our way? I believe it all starts by you getting clear on your own personal vision for what the future looks like, what you want it to look like. This is powerful stuff. This is your future we're talking about. So I encourage you now to take action, to do it, to stop this podcast and get right into the work of figuring out what is your personal vision. Get crystal clear, enjoy it, and remember, as always, if this episode resonates with you and you can't help but think, man, my friend really needs to hear this, well, please share it with them. Grab a link, send them to the podcast, Grit, Grace, and Inspiration, wherever they possibly could listen to podcasts, they will find it. Share it with them, let them know that, man, I created my own personal vision. I think it's time that you do the same. My friend, my name is Kevin Lowe. This is Grit, Grace, and Inspiration. Thank you so much for being here again in today's episode. I'll see you next week.